Bring It Season 4 episode, I don't know. Dancing Dolls or Life. This episode of Bring It was cute. It's cute. I enjoyed all the teams that were on there. Well, most of them. This episode of Bring It was cute. Torrey is not playing any games when it comes to the Dancing Dolls. He is on his shit. I love it. Torrey is the best thing that could have happened to Bring It and the Dancing Dolls, period. He's cute, he's energetic, the way he's real smooth in front of the camera. It seems like he's been in front of the camera a couple of times. Torrey is the shit, and I am so happy that he is a part of the Dancing Dolls family. Let's go get into this episode. Faith is trying to find out if she wants to be a Dancing Dolls for life, or does she want to have her own life? She's a 16-year-old girl, she's trying to figure it out, and just listening to Faith talk about her life and what's going on at the age of 16 is so cute. I'm like, girl, you got the whole world coming up to you, and you know, you're only 16, so she's a little stressed out, so she's like, yeah, this going on, I'm trying to do this, and you know, Dance Doll. Went back, and it made me think of back in my childhood, back when I was a teenager, and I was going to Transfer High School in Memphis, Tennessee, and how I was in the band. My band director, Miss Kayla, Simon, who I will always love, sickening band director, she worked us, and we had a lot going on. Band took a lot of my time in high school. To be able to ring at 2:15, we had to be at practice at 2:30, honey. So it's just like, go get your hot Cheetos and your cheese and stuff, get your Capri Sun, get your ass, be ready for first. No, it was amazing. So it's just, I can understand it. And then the practice went from like 2:30 to 5 o'clock. So it's just like after that, honey, like 2:30, 5:30 or some 6 o'clock or sometime, you get home, you got to do your own duties, you got to clean up. So it was a long process. So I can definitely relate to Faith when she says that. But it's just cute to see her, you know, try to figure it out. So in this competition, the girls have got to figure out how they're going to coordinate with a prop and put it in their dance routine throughout the stand battles and the other stuff. I'm like, okay, this is cute. We got some couple of new teams coming. We got Too Much Dance. This is my first time hearing about them. Also have the Southern Royalettes. And we have the Champagne Girls. I've heard the Champagne Girls before. They are an explosive, energetic team. I was glad to see them this episode. Girls, I got to figure out, Diana said, girl, this competition ain't gonna be like no other, like every other competition. She said, we got this going on. We ain't gonna be no just dancing, girl. Y'all got to incorporate this. Y'all got to dance for y'all life, and that's why I got Tori here, because not only are y'all got this competition going on with all this new stuff that y'all not used to doing, we have an opportunity coming for one of you girls to get a scholarship to the school, so y'all got to audition for it, and only one of y'all been chosen. So I got my boy Tori here. Tori gonna hand it out. And Tori is just ready. He is ready to delegate, take in charge, and I'm just here for a girl. I was looking like, where is Kayla at? Look at here. Where is Kayla? You name it. Girl, they have fired Kayla. Where Kayla at? The damn unemployment office. I'm gonna tell you what had me kind of flabbergasted this episode. Brittany was like, you know, I want to know what Tori got going on. What does he bring to the Dancing Dolls? Because I need to know. Girl, he brings discipline, technique, and control. Girl, so much stuff. And my thing is, like, the same stuff the same rubric you're using to judge Tori, do you use that to bring to judge Kayla as well? Because Kayla has not brought anything other than insight of being a dancing doll. That's all she has. Like, Kayla has not went on to practice other forms of dance and perfect her technique and all that type of stuff. So what is the difference between Kayla and Tori? Girl, Kayla knows it. She knows what's expected. She knows what's expected of these competitions. She's done it. Tori can make these girls grow outside their comfort zone and make their technique even more perfect, because that's something I always noticed with the Dancing Dolls. They do these routines, they have these tricks and these trays and stuff going on, but girl, when it comes to executing the technique to a precision, it's not always the best. And it's just like, girl, y'all be trying to do little hard choreography and it just be falling on y'all ass sometimes. So Tori brings that. So I was confused why Whitney was so pressed about it. So Diana said she's going to have all the girls, you know, try out for this part. She said, I got to have a duet. So whoever's the best, gonna choose them. So, you know, it ends up being Deja and Faith. Faith and Deja are going to do ballet. Perfect. They look good together. Faith is, you know, she knows her ballet. Deja seems like she catches on quick. And I haven't seen Deja in a minute, you know, front and center, so it was good to see them. Tori is on him. She's like, get it right, get it tight, get it tight. And the mama's in the viewing room like, I don't understand what Tori is doing. Why is he just on him like that? Whitney is pressed. It's funny. It's hilarious, honey. So Tori makes his way inside the viewing room, and he's just like, hey, ladies, what's going on? Da da da. what y'all got going on? He said, well, we just trying to figure out what it is and what you're doing with these girls and da-da-da. He's like, okay, you know, I'm doing this and that, honey. I was like, well, we need to know something about you, Tori. We need to know. I don't understand why Tina says she needs to know, girl. Clearly her daughter is not even employed or even dance with the dancing doll, so I'm trying to understand what her position is. So they invite Tori. They said, Tori, you know what? Maybe we have coffee. We can start off on the right foot. We can get to know you a little better because we don't know much about you. He's like, okay, that's cool. So Tori, you know, he says, I'm gonna do it. Tori pooches on to the table. He's just like, what's going on? He sits down and says, I got y'all name badges and stuff. So, you know, you're Tina, right? Tina, I did not know who you were for a second. You run your own hair, and the black hair is everything to me. I love it. I approve of that message 100%. Continue to do that. Tina, you are a beautiful woman. Whenever you wear your black hair, it just, you know, it just brings out, you know, your facial features and everything. It just looks really good. I love it. Get rid of that tomato ass wig, and we can work with that girl. I love it, I love it, love it. But she was talking to Tori. Tori didn't want to have any parts of it. He's just like, okay, your girls are my girls for a couple of hours. I don't have any kids. Oh, that was shade. With the kids, love to sit up and tell them we ain't got no kids. I love to tell them, I don't have no children. I don't want no children. They're too expensive. I don't want no parts of it. Tori letting them know off the gate, like, your girls are my girls, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So Whitney said, okay, girl, so what's the tea? You know, what's the tea with you? You know, you ain't gonna clearly do this if you didn't love it. Tori like, girl, I don't have to love it. You know, I can just do it. Whitney's trying to figure out, is he doing it for the paycheck? It's just funny for Whitney to ask that question, because if you go and ask all the DDPs why they stand outside the viewing room and stuff and watching and stuff, girl, y'all get a check for that. So what's the difference with Tori? Tori's like, well, you know, I don't have to necessarily love it. I'm just doing it. And you can tell that Tori really loves his stuff. He's loving what he does, and he's just on it. They don't understand how Tori is just not inclusive of them, like he's just not trying to kiss their ass. Tori said, I don't have to. I come here to do a job. I don't have to be y'all friends. I just don't. Girl, as much shit talking that Mimi be doing on Facebook Live, Twitter, and all that type of stuff, and how much she said she had a problem with Tori, I couldn't even tell her purple Barney head ass was even there, girl. I couldn't even tell that Mimi was even at the table, girl. She must have been sitting at Solange's table, girl, because she was not at that table. Her mouth was on hush mode all the way, girl. Tori was around here just gathering. He said, okay, I said what I had to do. Shout out to everybody. I had fun. Girl, Tori is not taking no shit, and I'm here for it. So Faith has a conversation with her dad. She's just like, Dad, I don't know. I'm a little stressed out because there's so much stuff I want to do. And you know, the way Faith was talking, girl, I thought she had some talking points, girl. I thought she was about to be on CNN. She was just like, I'm a 16-year-old. I'm trying to enjoy life, but at the same time, I love to dance. But it seems like I can't do the things I really want to do sometimes because dancing dolls is all I do is for life. So, you know, Faith's father was there for her, and he just told her, you know, it's what you want to do. And you know, you need to talk to Diana. I'll be there with you. I'll talk to you, because you know Diana don't be trying to hear none of that shit. Diana don't be wanting to hear none of that. When you talk about you don't want to do this and dancing dolls come first to Diana. I don't blame her. This is my stuff. This is my baby. You gonna either be 100% in it or you ain't, huh? That's the same way my band director was. So Diana don't be having time for it. So Faith and her father talked to Diana, and Diana just gave her some words of wisdom and just told her, you know, focus on what you want to do. Your heart is 100% in there. Do it. You know, and Diana said she put on her face for her because she felt like, you know, she wanted to go in and go off like she would normally do, because she's went off on Selena be saying and stuff. She was just like, you know, Faith and her father came at it in like a nice, you know, nice way. So Diana was appreciative, I guess, of that. So she didn't shoot off too bad. And she just told Faith, you know, girl, figure out what it is that you want to do 100% and do that. You want to be happy with whatever you do, no matter what it is. That was a good team, Diana, good team. So we get to the competition, and Jay Fever got on his bow tie like he's about to squirt out some water, and he give it, let's get it, let's go. So we start the duet. Too Much Dance come out. Too Much Dance did it. For it, they looked amazing. Looked amazing. The hip hop rapping shit they were doing, I was here for it. I said, okay. It started off with a lot of energy, and I liked it. It was amazing. Champagne Girls came out. I love their outfits. I love y'all uniforms. Y'all were in unison. It was perfect. Loved it, loved it, loved it. They were just dancing and twirling and stuff, honey. And then it's time for the dancing dolls to make their way. Faith and Deja come out. They do their ballet stuff, and it was really cute. They executed to perfection. I don't know ballet that much, so I was sitting on the couch watching. I was just like, girl, I would pay money to hear Tracy's comments on this ballet this episode. I would have paid $20 or more just to hear what Tracy had to say. But Tracy running her own shit. She ain't got time for that shit. Tracy on her own stuff in her own lane. But they did it. Daisha and Faith looked good. All the girls looked good. Just, you know, assembly coming out the box. It was everything. I loved it. But girl, Miss Sharon came over there with the rule book like she was on Fairly Odd Parents. So she came out like,
I'm gonna pull out the book for y'all. As I look through section 6-6, they went over 56 seconds and their asses, I don't know why, they went over 56 seconds according to the rules, and I'm just not gonna stand for it. I mean, Donald Trump is in office. I'm not gonna stand up for these girls and her tap dancing more than 56 seconds past the time, so you need to figure out what it is we need to do.
Girl, she went over there, she said y'all went over the time to dance the dolls. Now look, listen here, I'm gonna be real shady and be real honest. I have attended some Dancing Dolls competitions, and I also heard from coaches who have participated on Bring It and at Dancing Dolls competitions. There are some times, Dancing Dolls, where you all do go over your time. I heard that from every person that goes on there. I always say the same story, that y'all go over time, y'all take longer times than anybody else, and the judges don't take off points for that. But seeing that it's y'all show, y'all get the most camera time, so they might want to shoot something more and take longer to do that to get the scene for the episode. But it's not fair, because it's just like, you're gonna have these rules, everybody has to follow them. Everybody has to follow them. So Sharon was petty as hell, but I'm gonna tell you, rewind. When I went to Dancing Dolls competition last year, the competition that Diana threw, the coach from Elite Stars in Nashville called out Black Ice, said they went over their time, went over their counts, and disqualified them from, because Black Ice had beat Elite Stars in Nashville in a stand battle round. And Coach Tyrus was not having it. One of his parents had the clock, and they said that they went over. So the Black Ice got eliminated, and Elite Stars in Nashville went up. Elite Stars, I think, still didn't win, first place, but it happens. People do that, and I really don't blame folks. But Sharon asked, girl, you had them, you did the timing, girl, but you should have been counting them counts for your girls come out there. I thought the Southern Royalettes was coming to the floor, but girl, it looked like Southern Toilets, okay? Flushed down the South, because girl, that shit looked bad. Like, I just didn't understand what was going on. I was really confused and taken aback, because they came out there, and girl was flipping before us. One girl almost broke her neck. I was just like, oh my God, and I was screaming looking at Tori. He was just like, they need to have a gift of Tori's reaction when he was looking at them, because that shit was funny as hell. But we get to the stand battle. Champagne Girls versus Too Much Dance. Too Much Dance came out there, dance, Too Much Dance. They came out with so much energy behind the little black thing. They had transformed, honey, and put on different outfits. They came with it. But girls, Champagne Girls were ready for them. The Champagne Girls were ready to annihilate. That girl came out, she was just like, she hit it. I was like, okay, let's get it, let's go. Girl, they were hitting it. I was like, okay. Champagne Girls ended up winning that round, go to the next round. The Dancing Dolls go against the Southern Roulette, and girl, I was a little disappointed. I was extremely disappointed. Girl, the Southern Roulettes came out with some magic wands and stuff. They should have did some type of damn magic potion or some shit to make them better, because girl, that shit was trash. They looked, oh my gosh, I was just like, by the way they was dancing, you can tell that they had a white coach. And I don't know if it's a white director or a coach, because it seemed like it was an assistant coach or somebody standing on the side. But y'all choreography was just bad. It was just bad. It was not interesting. And going up against Dancing Dolls, the Dancing Dolls uniform for the stand battle were amazing. I don't know, I think it was Armand probably designed that, but them outfits in red and black, I was here for, I want me one. Okay, but I ain't paying y'all ass no $1,200 for them damn outfits, girl. No ma'am, not no sequins. No ma'am. But the Dancing Dolls outfits were amazing. Came through that stand, and that's all. They were ready. They were ready. They executed. They did it. And they just eliminated Southern Royalettes. Girl, Miss Sharon came out again.
I got the rules right here. Cause y'all trying to shit again. All right, I'm looking right here, and these girls had 15 people on the floor. You all sent the email, and the email said that we're not supposed to be anybody but 10. So we got 15 girls out on the floor. I'm just not understanding. I'm white. So tell me if I'm wrong, because I know the rules and I know to read. I might be out of school, but I haven't forgot how to read, okay? Girl,
Diana said, bitch, I graduated from college and I know how to read and I know how to count. Diana flipped her hair and hit Jay Fever in the eye. I was hollering. Diana said, I'm so tired of Sharon answering the shit. Girl, she was so funny. Diana was pissed off. Girl, none of that shit worked out. Girl, my guy Sydney on Twitter said that Sharon is one of the folks that keep sending the sweet tea bags. I'm surprised Coach Sharon had a damn, I need to speak to a manager, Bob. Girl, Sharon was trying to get all the points. That's how white folks do. They shouldn't be doing it. They're stronger than us. They're naturally stronger than us. They shouldn't be dancing. None of that shit worked at all. Southern Toilettes end up losing that round. Dancing Dolls go up against Champagne Girls. A battle of everything. Battle, battle, battle. Let's battle. Champagne Girls look good. They did their stuff. Had the little girl come out. She was throwing them counseling. The Kayla room for her. Dancing Dolls through that stuff. Oh, it was amazing. I would like to see that whole one. I would like to see it. Y'all gonna have to work on that. Bring it. Y'all gonna have to work on that. Lifetime. Y'all gonna have to work on that, y'all. Girl, y'all gonna have to work on that because y'all be giving us the last 3 minutes of the stand by. I need more than that. And y'all don't be putting that up on YouTube fast enough. Like, y'all need to do something. Y'all need to work with a brother. Now it's time to call out the awards. For Duet, the Champagne Girls get second place. And for first place for Duet is a tie, honey, between Too Much Dance and the Dancing Dolls. Woo! Let me tell y'all. Girl, my girl Dana was pissed off. Dana was like, every time it's some bullshit. Every time Faith goes out there, it's just some bullshit. I was like, Dana, girl, I don't know what to tell you, girl, but you know, hopefully it gets better, honey. Lady Gaga teased. I don't know what to tell her. She was mad. Oh, Dana was mad as hell. Dana was angry. She was very angry. But girl, it is what it is. What made it a tie is that Coach Sharon came out there with the rule book, honey, from the Fairly Odd Parents. She said what she said, and they deducted points. Them judges don't be paying attention, but if you tell them and you show them, they ain't got no choice but to follow it. First place stand battle goes to the Dancing Dolls. All the teams look amazing. I was very, Champagne Girls, you all are really good. You all look good. Too Much Dance, keep up the good work. Y'all look excellent. Southern Royalettes, y'all need to go back to the drawing board because I was very disappointed from what I seen on the TV show, what y'all delivered this episode, girl. It was bad. Dancing Dolls, y'all done it once again. Congratulations on first place. I enjoyed this episode. It made me feel good. Tori's a good addition to the show. I'm loving how he's intertwining with the parents and stuff. Necessarily not intertwining, but working it out, doing something. This episode was cute, honey. This gave me the pep rally that I need to continue to watch Bring It. Tell me what y'all thought about Mimi being silent as a rock at that damn coffee shop. I'll talk to y'all later.